Hi everyone, Tom Slivick. Welcome to TSPN's News In-Depth today. And today we're going to have a little bit of fun with playing with some technology in a new way. And I've got with me in the studio Ruthella Turner. How you doing, Ruthella?
Good. How are you, Tom?
Glad you came by again. You know, when I seem to sometimes get in a jam to get somebody on, I often call on you, don't I?
You do. We appreciate it.
One of the reasons is because, you know, I like the kids so much. You're very accessible. It's colorful up there, and it's a nice thing that's going on up at the Upcountry Center. And Ruthella, why don't you tell the people what your job title is up there?
I'm the ATCA Resource Center Coordinator.
Okay.
So, very fancy title, too. I clean toilets.
Okay. Bear with us. I have a new... I've actually had it for a little while, so I know a little bit about it. And when we zoomed in there, I was up earlier this morning, and we took a video of...
Yeah, this is our play group.
That's right. This is our play group. It looks a little discolored coming out here, but that's okay. And this was fun. So we took this morning, and we're looking around, and this, of course, is located in Pine Grove, behind what used to be Pine Grove Market. It's still Pine Grove Market?
Still Pine Grove Market.
Okay. And it's not really behind it, it's underneath. But you go around the side of the back, and they've got great parking. And right now we're showing some of the toys for the youth group. What age group is it?
This is for 0 to 5, so it's for kids who haven't entered school yet.
Okay. And so 0 to 5, it looks like you had a great garden going on there, and you still have a few tomatoes to pick.
We still have a few tomatoes, some green beans, sunflowers.
See some of that. And there's the sign that you'll see over the group. Now here's the kids that look like they're having a snack.
They are. Now,
it's a good-sized snack, I'm telling you.
It is. The kids really enjoy the play groups. It's actually run through the Resource Connection, and they facilitate it at the community center.
Okay. And I think we're looking at a few parents, and this clip is about over. I have a few more clips. We'll get into that when I come back with Ruthella right after this break. So stay with us on TSPN's News In Depth. We're talking about Upcountry and things that they have for the kids to do before and after school. So stay with us right here on TSPN.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.
Hi everyone, and welcome back. Tom Slivick on News In Depth on TSPN today. I'm with Ruthella Turner. Ruthella is with the Upcountry Community Center. It's ATCA puts that on. How does that get funded?
We are primarily grant funded. So we do rely on community donations to make our community center open, but it's really relied on those big grants that we get. So we have a grant through United Way. Okay. We have some smaller local grants. We've got a grant from First Five. So a lot of these things really help us to keep the doors open, help us keep the community center staffed, as well as provide some of the basic office supplies and materials that we have.
Okay. So earlier we saw the play group, and that's is that a 0 to 5? Is that what you had said?
It is. It is. It's intended for kids not in school.
So that's actually like the First Five.
It is. It's funded by First Five.
Okay.
Absolutely. So playgroup is really fun. The kids come in, parents, it's a parent-child play. The parents get the opportunity to go out of the house, play with the kids in another environment. They get to meet other parents. Kids get to socialize.
Okay, so were all the parents with the kids?
Absolutely.
Okay, so parents have to stay with the kids while they're there.
Yeah.
Okay, because there were a lot of adults there.
There were.
While they're having fun, so that's good for the kids. And like you said, the parents get to meet, you know, parents that share their common interests, that's for sure, with the same size kids and the kids playing with each other. So there's probably some friendships come out of that.
It is. And you know, I actually started out when my oldest was doing a play group, and she's still friends with the kids that she met when she was 2. She's still going through school with them. So it's really a great thing for our community.
Okay, there's other things that go on there as well, and we're going to go ahead and get this Galaxy Note going again, and I believe we wanted to look at this first clip, and
this is so neat how you can come in with just a big iPad.
So here we are. We're looking around the inside of the
community center. We call this our main room. So you can see our bank of computers. We have computers with free internet access. We just ask that you pay for each page that comes out of the printer. So we have a lot of folks who are job searching. Kids who come for after school so they can work on their reports, do research. It's a really great thing. This is our outreach and hospitality section, so we always try to make sure there's water and coffee available for
Right.
everybody.
Okay, and I believe we're going to be going into the longer clip here now. I was planning on coming back earlier this morning, and I said, oh, I've got my tablet. We can take video with it. I had no idea that it took as long to get the video out of a tablet that it does. We're going to be working on it because I'm sure there's other ways to do it other than Dropbox. So now we're looking around, and we're going to be this is the play group on the play inside, I guess, where the kids exercise.
Absolutely. So we have our Fit Kids program, which again is funded by United Way. And that program is provided after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2:30 to 5:30. Kids come in. They do have to be signed up because there is the exercise. We need to have the release signed. They do exercise, there's nutrition, and there's the healthy habits component to it. So
Okay.
kids,
So we're looking at, looks like a few pictures of people that were setting that up. You have a
and
lot
this
of
is actually the
volunteers.
Upcountry Rotary. They
Okay.
purchased our cubbies for our kids, so we were really excited. They purchased them and then they came in and installed them for us.
Okay, Upcountry Rotary, a lot of kudos to you. And I believe now we're in one of the rooms that says like adult room.
These, it's Office A and Office B.
That's it,
We have
okay.
very generic names. And those small rooms are used for our one-on-one tutoring. They may, ACA may come up and do counseling with kids in our section, in our small rooms. We have small groups that meet in our facility. In those small rooms, we also have our larger conference room for larger groups.
Okay. Now, I might not have caught you, what you said, now do parents come up there and get some counseling?
Yeah, ACA has a counseling program, and so some of the families who may live in the upcountry area, they can occasionally make arrangements to have their counseling done at the community center a little bit closer to home for them.
Okay, and you have some great signage. I couldn't help but tape some. They're so uplifting, the messages on them. And
Yeah, I love these.
we could all use that. I'm going to shorten them down and probably look at them myself from time to time to remind you, to, especially me, to be a little patient, I guess. 'Cause
They're
these
all-
clips seem to be going by a little slow right at the moment. Okay, so there's two of these rooms, but also, like you were saying, the kids can go in there and do one-on-one work. One of them, the next room that we shoot, not as long as they look like they had some coloring books and stuff from younger age kids in that. We're probably looking at that room now. And it was quite nice and comfortable in there. And what is it that goes on in this room again?
Well, both rooms are kind of interchangeable. We've had volunteers that have decorated the rooms kind of more to their own individual styles, but they're used by more than one group.
Okay.
So this is a lot of the decorations from our kids who come in for our after-school tutoring.
Okay, and I think we're going to be probably out in the main room in just a moment. And I wanted to show it off because, you go by and maybe people see it, maybe they don't even see it because it's kind of tucked down there in the beauty of Pine Grove where you first come in there, and you might not see it. But I like seeing all of the youngsters have their things up here, and must certainly make them feel good coming after school. Maybe that's a good time to talk too. Kids that are up, say upcountry, and they're going to Pioneer School, how do they get here?
Both the elementary schools, the parents do have to transport the kids to our
At
facility.
the elementary level?
At the elementary level, just because it's coming down the hill.
Okay.
For the kids coming up the hill from Jackson Junior High or
Okay.
Amador, Pine Grove Market is actually a bus stop. So parents just need to call transportation, let them know that they would like to get their kids dropped off on particular days there, and then the kids can get off the bus right at the community center.
Okay, so this is a little bit more of the community center. Seeing some of the rooms, there's a great amount of space there, and it's very relaxing. Feels very good in there. Wouldn't you say?
I like it. We really
guess you would.
strive to get.
You have
a
more space
warm-
than you had where you were next to guys, or very
we have a
close to
lot
being
more
next to guys, right?
space. Yeah, we have a lot more space, so we're really happy with this
And what
facility.
goes on in this room here? We have this list of things: no judging, respect, be mindful of profanity, and
So that
remember the
was-
Vegas rules.
Yeah, well, that's actually left over from one of our support groups.
Okay, that
put
comes
up-
in there and also uses the facilities. Is that it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. And that's good. I think we're probably coming out of this clip now, or we're just showing another bit of the computer computers, and you have 4 of them.
We have 4 available to the public, and then
Okay.
you also saw in the background
Now,
our lending
adults can come
library.
in here as well. Is that
Absolutely. We're
True.
for all ages. So I know a lot of our funding is targeted towards children, so we do have to focus, make sure we meet our grant benchmarks, but we also are a community center. So individuals can come in and they want to have a support group or maybe a get-together, and they can fill out a user agreement and use the facility.
okay? Just final, there are a few pictures of, looks like some of the volunteers, and I think this clip is about run out, and I think, Alan, why don't we go to a break, and then we'll come back and use up the final minutes of TSPN's News in Depth today, talking to Ruthella Turner. Okay?
Great,
All
thank
right.
you.
We'll go out and look. Got some events.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.